Thank you so much for being here with us today evening. Let's do this. Let's start the quiz. Alright, so question 1. What film is being talked about? So the title of this film was decided by a contest that was open to public. There were names shortlisted for the title and general public voted by SMS to choose their favorite. The selected names include X, O Sathi Re, Isak. The public voted overwhelmingly in a favor of X. What is X? So X is the answer for this question. X is the movie. I am looking for X. So what was the movie's name which was voted by public and it was finally selected as the movie name? What is X? You guys can definitely tell the answer in the comment sections. The answer of the hint itself is there in the question. If you read the question thoroughly, you will get the hint. So X, O Sathi Re and Isak. So what film title am I talking about? What film was voted by people? We'll have a 15 to 20 second guess for people and then we'll reveal the answer. Alright, can we have the answer slide please? So the movie is Omkara, directed by Vishal Bharadwaj. It was voted by people. So O Sathi Re and Isak are two songs. So the hint was there in the question itself. So Omkara is the answer. Congratulations to A, Samay, T, Anmol, Archana Bakshi, Shubh Rathi and Kushali for getting it, and Bhavya also. We are moving on to the next question. The much sought after boy of Bollywood, Ranbir Kapoor, who was initially known for his chocolate looks, transformed into a never seen before avatar in Imtiaz Ali's Rockstar. The film was shot in a unique way as the crew did not want to break the continuity of Ranveer's iconic hairstyle. How was the movie shot? So there is something really unique about this movie. We all know that iconic long hair of Ranbir Kapoor, which he transformed into a rock star. So the movie was shot in a particular order so that that does not disturb the hairstyle of Ranbir Kapoor. So how was the movie shot? What was so unique about the movie? How was it shot? Alright, can we have the answer? So the movie was shot in reverse order. So the climax was shot first and then the initial part of the movie so that his hairstyle is not disturbed. We have Jindal Sahab, Archana Akshay Bansali, A Samay, who have given correct answer. T, Anmol, Bhavya and Sachin also have given correct answer. Congratulations guys. Let's move on to the next question. Pa is a 2009 Indian Hindi language comedy drama film directed by R. Balki, starring Amitabh Bachchan, Abhishek Bachchan and Vidya Balan. The film is based on a relationship of a boy with a rare condition that is progeria. So the movie was critically acclaimed and it also got quite a reputation abroad. So this movie, Pa, holds a unique Guinness World Record. There is something unique about this movie that made it hold a Guinness World Record. So I want you to answer, what is this Guinness World Record for? Why did Pa get the Guinness World Record? What was so unique about this movie that made it gain a Guinness World Record? So, alright, I am sure no hints are needed on this one. These are some very easy questions. We have no tough questions today on the screen. We really want you guys to enjoy. We have answers coming in, and could we reveal the answer please? The answer is slightly not clear. So this movie holds Guinness World Record for father and son playing the opposite roles. So Abhishek Bachchan played the father and Amitabh Bachchan played the son. So this is the only movie in which a father, a real life father, is playing son and a real life son is playing father. We have again Jindal Sahab, A Samay, Shreyasi giving correct answer. Click Shachi, congratulations. Makeup, no. Archana Bakshi, you are a bit late for the answer. Father, son, of course. Okay, can we have the next question? Congratulations to whosoever has answered this correctly. So these are names of chess pieces in Persian. So queen is called Wazir, bishop is called Fil, knight is called Asp, pawan is Sarbaz. What is king and rook called? There is a specific connection with Bollywood. There is something that connects king and rook to something about Bollywood. Remember, these are names of chess pieces in Persian, but there is something about king and rook. So whatever name king and rook has in Persian, it is somehow connected to Bollywood. So just keep in mind king, rook. Click Shachi, Club Max Man. You all are on the right direction. You just need to work upon your answer. King and rook. King and rook. So what does king and rook translate to in Persian? What is king and what is a rook? Right? I need X and Y. So what is king and what is rook? And there's a specific connection to this Bollywood quiz. Could we have the answer, please? Okay. So king is called a Shah and rook is called Rukh in Persian. So this spells out as Shah Rukh. So congratulations to everybody who has given it right. I see same names on the list this time and some new names. Welcome, guys. So we're talking about a 1982 epic historical drama based on the life of Y. The movie was debut performance for the actor who plays Y, and he bagged an Oscar for his performance in his first movie. Bhanu Athiya, the first Indian to win an Oscar, designed the costumes for this movie and bagged the award for same. Bollywood actors Dalip Tahil, Om Puri, Amrish Puri, Supriya Pathak, Neena Gupta, Alok Nath also starred in various roles. So I am looking at an historical drama, 1982 classical historical drama based on the life of Y. What was this 1982 historic classical drama that made fame and that sees all these Bollywood actors working in it? What is the 1982 classical drama? All right, we have answers coming in. We have Sachin, Shreyashi, Supriya Sabar, A. Samay, Chiral, Carbon, Archana. Same names plus new names. Welcome everybody. I hope you all are enjoying the quiz. Could we have the answer slide? So this is Gandhi movie starring Ben Kingsley. Interestingly, Ben Kingsley is Indian by his origin. His original name is Krishna Bhanji Pandit. After moving on to Britain, he took the name Ben Kingsley. So we see a list of songs. So next 4 to 5 questions will be based on Bollywood songs, Bollywood music. So there is something that connects all these 5 songs. Roop Tera Mastana from Aradhana, Barso Ke Baad from Anjam, Chale Jaise Hawaएं from मैं हूं ना, I want to make love to you from Eteraz, ए छोरी जरा नच के दिखा from Cash, गल्ला गोड़ियां from दिल धड़कने दो. So there is something really interesting about these songs. There is something that connects all these songs. There's a particular thing that connects all these songs. What is that particular thing? All right, we have answers coming in. Okay, Geenal P, Travelog D, Neil, Akshay, Cubics, Sachin, Devansh, Jindal, Anmol, Aditya. Everyone, you all have got right. Could we have the answer slide, please? So all these songs were shot in one go. These Bollywood takes do not have any single cuts. It's shot in one take. So congratulations to everybody who's given the right answer. It's shot in one take. Could we have the next question? Could we have a clear version of the slide? It's slightly hazy. If possible, could we have a little bit clarity with the slide? In the meanwhile, I'll read the question. We'll just hold on for for 1 or 2 minutes. We'll get the slide running. In the meantime, I'm reading the question. The song X was filmed in Technicolor, and the director Y wanted the entire film to be reshot in Technicolor, but due to impatience of the distributors, Y released the film partially colored. This song in itself was iconic. It cost around 10 million at a time when a film would be entirely made for less than 1 million, as per report on IMDb. Not only that, it also alleged that it was written and rewritten. The song was written and rewritten 105 times by the lyricist Shakil Badayuni before the music director could approve of it. In those days, as there was no way to provide a reverberating sound for songs, playback singer Lata Mangeshkar had to sing the song in a studio bathroom. So there's this song which was shot at a whooping cost of 10 million. It was written by Shakil Badayuni, and I'll give a hint, it was shot in Sheesh Mahal. And since there was no technology, there was less technology at that point of time, Lata Mangeshkar sang this in a bathroom to give a little bit of effect to the song. Identify the song. What song am I talking about? What is this song that we're talking about here? Alright, could we have the answer slide? Okay, the song I'm talking about is Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya. Jindal Sahab, you were just a little bit away from the answer. I was looking for the answer Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya. I was looking for the song, not the movie, but anyway, you guessed it right. So congratulations to whosoever answered the question. It's Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya. Question was selected as background for the song X in the popular Bollywood movie. The movie is modeled on one of Shakespeare's plays. In the movie, the temple was shown as a place of evil. This particularly led to a controversy surrounding the movie. Anupam Kher criticized the director for shooting devil's dance sequence in the temple, which resulted in humiliation of pandits. So we have an image in the next slide. Could we have the image? First, I'll explain the question. Could we have the image? Okay, so this is Martand temple in a particular place in India. I want you to name the song which was shot here, which gained the controversy. So the song is depiction about evil, as it's mentioned. Could we have the question slide once again? Could we have the question? Okay, all of you are answering this on the same lines. I want the song. So Martand temple, a song was shot here, and it was quite in controversy because the song which celebrated the devil's dance sequence was done in the temple. So it was quite a controversy, and Anupam Kher spoke about it. I'm not looking for the play, Nilesh. I'm looking for the song. We need the song which was shot here. Interestingly, Martand temple has been in many Bollywood songs. It has been a favorite place for shooting. It was there in one of the old classical Bollywood movies, Andi, in the song Tere Bina Zindagi Se, starring Sanjeev Kapoor. So could we have the answer for this? So the song is Bismil. Bismil was shot in this Mardhan temple, which is in Kashmir. The song celebrates the dance of devil, if you have heard the lyrics, and that's why it gained a lot of controversy. So congratulations to whosoever answered Bismil. Bismil is the correct answer. Heather, of course, is the correct movie, but I was looking here for a song. So congratulations to all of you, whosoever has got this answer correct. So the next question is, X is a song from an Indian movie of 1993. The song was composed by Lakshmikant Pyarelal and sung by Alka Yagnik and Ila Arun. The song created a lot of controversy upon its release. However, surprisingly in 2013, BBC named it the hottest song of Bollywood industry. This song is often criticized for its double meaning, but however, Saroj Khan bagged a Filmfare for its amazing choreography. So, what song are we looking at? What was this song which was banned by Doordarshan and All India Radio for being vulgar? And surprisingly, 40 parties together came on a consensus protesting against this song. It's very rare to see parties coming on consensus. So this song was banned by Doordarshan and other television channels. So what is the song that I'm looking at? Composed by Lakshmikant Pyarelal. Could we have the next question? Could we have the slide? So the song we are looking at, it's Choli Ke Piche Ka Hai. So Choli Ke Piche Kya Hai was banned on many television serials, on many television channels, and political parties came together on a consensus and protested against the song. So could we have the last question from my side? So Quizmaster always has his or her favorite questions. So this question has to be there in a quiz that I'm conducting. So a tourist attraction, 270-year-old structure in Shirur Taluka told a famous love story of X. Back in 2009, some miscreants dug up the grave of this 18th century historical figure. This grave is located at 50 kilometers away from Maharashtra. So it's believed that whosoever is lying in that grave ate a diamond before dying, and as a result, all the miscreants, all the thieves, they went to dig the grave to retrieve that treasure. It's a place for worship for both Hindus and Muslims. And after something that happened in December 2015, this place got quite a good tourist attraction. So what is this place? What is this grave that I am talking about? Tourist attraction place, concentrate on Pune, 50 kilometers away from Pune in Maharashtra, an 18th century figure, famous love story of X. So who is this famous X? What is this love story and what are we talking about? I am looking for the famous figure X, not the name of the place. I am looking for the person. I am looking for the person, not the name of the place. Whom am I talking about? I am looking for the person, not the place. Alright, could we have the answer slide? So the answer to the question is Mastani. Mastani's grave was robbed because it was believed she ate a diamond before dying, and people tried to dig up the grave, to vandalize the grave. So Mastani is the answer for this question. Congratulations to everybody who has got this right, and thank you so much. You have been an amazing audience. Eklavya will take on from now. It was fun to host this quiz for you guys.
Okay. Hi everyone. Hi. I hope you guys liked the first part of the quiz, which was conducted, of course, by the one and only Mr. J and Janish Trivedi. Crazy. Amazing. Let's do this. 10 questions up. We are going to do 10 quick questions. Of course, it's going to be complete Bollywood. So be ready and we're going to have some fun. We are going to start. Just give me a quick thumbs up if you can see me and if you can hear me. Okay. Cool. Let's go to the next question. To the first question then. Yes. Okay. I've got a thumbs up. All right. Cool. So, as Janish already mentioned that when we are covering Bollywood, we just don't want to cover Hindi cinema. We want to cover the whole of India because that's what films for India are. So, the first question to you guys is: if the Hindi cinema is called Bollywood, if the Oriya cinema is called Hollywood, if the Telugu cinema is called Tollywood, what is the Kannada cinema called? Yes, what is the Kannada cinema called? People from Karnataka, you can go for the question. Okay, I see some questions coming in. I see some answers coming in. Okay, Devansh, it's not Kollywood. It's named after something that's very famous in Karnataka, and not. It's just not a replacement of the first letter. I see some answers coming in. Okay, I think I have my answer in the comment section, and the answer is, Rishabh, if you could go to the next slide. Sandalwood, which is extremely famous in Karnataka, and of course Veerappan, as you know, one of the biggest sandalwood smugglers, is from Karnataka. So that's why the Kannada cinema has a slang, like how we use Bollywood for the Hindi cinema. It's called Sandalwood cinema. Cool. Let's go. I hope you guys like the first question. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be fun. So, I don't know how many of you have heard the pop culture podcast. We already have 2 episodes out which are about Indian superheroes. And while I was researching about Indian superheroes, when I came across this particular question. So Supremo was a superhero comic who was a brainchild of Pami Bakshi. She then wrote in a well-known writer, director Gulzar, as a consultant. She stated that the superhero came about from what actor Ranbir Kapoor's tag for Exxon. If the question is not visible completely, I'll explain it to you. The image is not that important. So, Supremo was a superhero comic that was started by Pami Bakshi. Supremo was a superhero comic started by Pammi Bakshi. She wrote in the well-known writer, director Gulzar. So, of course, you know Gulzar Saab. He was as a consultant on that superhero comic. How did the Supremo name come was because Ranbir Kapoor gave this tag to a particular actor. To give you a hint, this superhero comic is based on an actor, on a very famous actor from all these years, I can say. And Ranbir Kapoor, while shooting with this actor, gave him Supremo as a tag, and that's how the name Supremo came for the superhero comic. Looking for which actor am I talking about? If I don't see some answers rolling in the next few seconds, I'm going to give a quick, nice hint. Let's see. Let's wait. Okay. The hint here is that he had 2 helpers, and the helpers, and both of their names were Anthony and Vijay. And that should give you out the answer. I see the answers rolling in as well. Okay, I see Aditya, I see Shreya, I see Supriya. Yes, Devansh, everyone's right. The answer is, can you go to the answer slide? It is Amitabh Bachchan, of course. Amitabh Bachchan is the man behind the superhero Supremo, which was in the 80s. They have 10 odd episodes, and you can go check it out. You'll find them. I think Film Companion has those collection, so you can go check it out there. Cool. As of course, our Jenish informed that we need to always know what the quizmaster likes, and this is what I like. So the question, very simple. An actress, an actor out there, she or he as a kid, this is their photo, looking for which actor or actress. Maybe Rishabh, you can zoom in the phone into the photo. Okay. Yes. Okay. I see good answers coming in. I'm extremely happy that these answers are coming in. And I see Alia Bhatt's answer coming in. So yes, it is Alia Bhatt, of course. As I see everyone that I know of telling Alia Bhatt. So yes, it is Alia Bhatt in the time. Next, moving to the next question. Okay, this is a little long question. Just bear with me. I'll give you a basic gist about it. So Red Chillies production which is under Shah Rukh Khan's banner, Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri Khan's banner, has done these films with Shah Rukh Khan as their lead, which is Chennai Express, Swades, Ravan, Happy New Year, Dilwale and Fan. All of these movies have a particular sequence that is repeating in all of these movies. So, like, there are different kinds of sequences that happen throughout a film. Like, there can be a chase sequence, there can be chase sequences, there can be a building sequence, there could be a fight sequence. So, all of these films have a particular sequence that happens again and again. And this sequence is basically Red Chillies giving a tribute to Shah Rukh Khan's iconic sequence that he particularly did. Looking for what is X or what iconic sequence am I talking about? You can give me where have you seen that iconic sequence, or you could just tell me what the sequence was. Can we go to the question? Okay, I see the answers coming in, and of course it is brilliantly done. I see a few answers coming in. And okay, and the answer is the train sequence. You can go to the answer. It is, of course, the train sequence from DDLJ, which is all of those movies have a particular train sequence. Of course, Shah Rukh Khan himself, whenever he becomes a part of the movie, the director wants to do something with the train to give him a tribute, which is also seen in his iconic dance with Malaika Arora. That is Chhaiya Chhaiya, exactly as told by Annoyed Mortal. Hi, Annoyed Mortal. Yes, beautifully done. I think we can move to the next question. Forgive me if I'm not giving out names here. I will start having a conversation going ahead. So Bloodstone is a 1988 Indian-American action-adventure film, basically a film of Hollywood, which was produced by Ashok and Sunananda, directed by Dwight H. Little, and written by Nico Mastrocosis, starring Brett X and Anna Nicholas. This film was shot primarily in India. The story revolves around a mythical ruby called the Bloodstone, and the movie goes ahead in that. Looking for which major superstar from our country made his Hollywood debut in this movie. Looking for which big superstar, big name superstar. He's a major name. He used to be a major name in the meme junction as well at one point of his time. So looking for which major superstar made his Hollywood debut in Bloodstone. I see Dharmendra, I see Danny as an answer. Okay, yes. Yes, I see. Okay, Rajnikant as an answer. Annoyed Mortal, Aditya, Nilima, Jindal. You guys are right. Shreya, Rajnikant, perfect. This is Beyond Science. And when Rajnikant, the Talaiva himself, made the Hollywood debut in this particular movie, Bloodstone, in 1988, what has Rajnikant never done? So let's move to the next slide. And people who do not know Rajnikant, this one is for you. Of course, I cannot go ahead with the Rajnikant slide, with Rajnikant question without having a meme for it. Cool. Next question. A question from Filmfare, of course, one of the biggest award functions for the Bollywood cinema, especially. X is a classic Bollywood actress. She has won 5 Filmfares for Best Actress in a Leading Role and has worked in several Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Kannada films. In 2013, the government of India also gave her a Padma Shri. The fun fact that I came to know about this actress is that she was considered for a role in Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg, of course. But she was at her peak of her career at the time when Jurassic Park was releasing. And so she rejected the offer. Of course, the role went on to someone else. When she made her debut in Bollywood, X was not comfortable talking in Hindi for her own reasons. Her voice was mostly dubbed by Naz, and Rekha also dubbed some of her films, which one of them, which is very famous, is called Aakhri Rasta. Looking for which actress am I talking about? An actress who was given a small role in Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg, but she rejected it because she was at her peak of her career. Looking for which actress am I talking about? No, it's not Hema Malini. Another classic, very beautiful actress. It's not Jaya Prada. I see the answers rolling in. Okay, here are the answers. Perfect. Yes, Shreya, Astha, Rohit, Supriya. Hi, you guys are right, and the answer is Sridevi herself. So this is Sridevi, Aditya. This is Sridevi. She was given an offer to join the Jurassic Park, but of course she didn't. She rejected it for her own reasons. So moving to the next question. I hope you guys are liking the quiz. If you can hit a thumbs up or give a clap or something to tell me you are liking the quiz and the pace. Is there something you want me to change? You can comment it down so I understand what better to do. Devansh, you're right. Prerak. Nilima, Sachin, I see all of you guys. Great. Okay, I see thumbs up coming in. I see hearts coming in. Thank you so much. Makes our work more easier. So let's go to the next question. Okay, this is the Filmfare question. I'm so sorry about the previous one. This is the Filmfare question. X is the only actor or actress in Bollywood to win a national award for Best Actor/Actress category for portraying a real-life actor/actress on screen for the movie in 2011. Basically, what this actress did was she portrayed another actor as a for a biopic, and then she was the first person to get a Filmfare in 2011. Kirti Suresh is the only actor to receive the same achievement for the second time in 2019 for her portrayal of actress Savitri in the movie Mahanadi. Looking for which actor got it for the first time, and it would be great if you can tell me which movie also. If you know the actress, of course you know the movie, but tell me which actor. Who's the actress who got the film, and who was she portraying, or who was she acting as, the real life actor? Okay, I see answers coming in. People are getting right answer on the actress. Sachin has got it right. Rohit has got it right. Jindal, Shreya, Aditya's got it right. Astha, you've got the character right. Nilima's got it right. Mortal has got it right. Okay, I see the answers in, and I think everyone knows the answer. So moving to, yes, Vidya Balan, of course she played Silk Smita, which a lot of you guys wrote, and she played it for the film Dirty Picture. Moving to the next question. Yes, Aditya, this quiz is all about three things: entertainment. Moving to the next question, Dilip Kumar, who was of course born as Yusuf Khan in Peshawar, Pakistan. He's also known as the Tragedy King in his. He's also known as the Tragedy King and also known as the first Khan of this industry. In his five decades long career, even though he had an original Muslim name, he only played one Muslim character only once in which movie? Looking for the movie, that's it. Just give me the movie which he played played a Muslim character. Great if you can also punch in the character's name. I'm pretty sure if you know the movie, you know the character's name as well. So what movie and what character did Dilip Saab play in that particular movie? I can see the movie names coming in. Let's have the character names coming in as well. So I see Jindal, Nilima, Devansh. Okay. Not Akbar's role, Sachi. I see Mughal Azam, and I see Salim as well. That is the right answer. The answer to this question is Mughal Azam, and the character, of course, Dilip Saab played was the iconic Salim. I see people. Hey, hi everyone. Hi Nishita. Hi Janish. Hi Jindal. Okay, moving to the next question. A question very beautifully done as the masterpiece and the paintings itself. This is a complete visual question. I hope you can see whatever is there on your screen. These are a collection of paintings by a particular artist looking for which artist? A collection of paintings by an artist looking for who is the artist of these paintings. People, if you cannot see the paintings, please write it in the comment or give me a hint so that I can make some changes on my end. But if you can see the paintings, please go ahead and answer the question. Who is the beautiful artist behind these amazing paintings? Actually, the way I could say it was, who's the beautifully deadly artist that made these paintings? And it's not Asha Mandapa Jenish, but very close, very close. And I see the answers coming in. Okay, I've had Sachin, Nilima, Mortal, Sama, Aditya, Astha. Okay, of course, the driver Saab himself, Salman Bhai's paintings. These are all Salman Khan's paintings, and in his times when he doesn't hunt and when he doesn't drive, play with paints and make paintings. So that's my question for Salman Khan. The final question on my end. This is a poster of a movie called Mughal. Mughal means an emperor in a particular language. It's a movie about an emperor of music. It's a movie very grounded to this particular industry, in music industry and the Bollywood industry, looking for who is this movie based upon? Just to give you another brief an idea about this movie. This movie was first offered to Amir Khan. I think Amir Khan dropped the idea of doing the movie. Then it went to Akshay Kumar. I think the movie is now stopped for production, but then Akshay Kumar also transferred it to the next person. I'm not sure who that next person is, but and a major hint is there in the poster itself. So looking for which major emperor of music from our country, whose son has now fought with a YouTuber as well. Am I looking for? I see the answers coming in. That's why the YouTuber hint was given too. So of course the man behind T-Series and what T-Series is today, it is Gulshan Kumar, who started T-Series and of course now taken over by Bhushan Kumar. And that was the quiz from our end. Rishabh, do we have one more extra question?
Yes, we do have it on the slates.
Yeah, so can we go to that question? I think we have some time. I'll do one last question that I had for spare. If we have that question, let's put that question up. This is just a quick question. Danny Boyle is a director. Hey, I'm Danny Boyle. I like your work and it would be great for us to have you on our film. This is what now, like even today, people used to try and collaborate with people. That's how Danny Boyle tried and collaborated with this particular person. He sent an email saying, hey, I'm Danny Boyle. I like your work and it would be great for us to have you on our film. This email from Boyle to somebody in the Indian film industry changed the fate of Indian music and industry at the global stage. To whom did Boyle send this? And looking for what was the collaboration that Boyle and this person worked at. So you give me the person's name, great, but you also tell me what was the collaborative project that they worked at that changed the fate of Indian music on the global stage. I see the answers coming in, but I see half answers coming in. Okay, there is Jigu with his answer, Astha, Devansh, Jindal, Sachin, Shreya. Okay, great. So, of course, the answer is, it's a very simple question. Answer is the Slumdog Millionaire, and A.R. Rahman was the person who was sent this email by Danny Boyle. Jai Ho, the song. All right, I think that was me and Jenish doing the quiz from our end. 21 questions. I hope you guys had a great time. I know this was our first time, so we wanted to figure out how we're going to make this happen on a regular basis. But no, Astha, it's not Masakali. Please, let's not do this for A.R. Rahman's projects. But Thanks for tuning in. Follow Excuse Me on Instagram and watch our new podcast. The podcast episode 2 is also live on our pages, IGTV and YouTube. I am sure you guys had fun. We'll try to make it more collaborative the next time. We'll try to find a process where we can have some competition between all of you guys. It was great. We had nearly 40-50 people joining in. That was numbers that we did not expect. And thank you so much for joining in. This is Eklavya Shetty. I am signing off. Before I go, just a quick shout out to the man behind the laptop there, Rishabh. He sat and he's been holding the phone all this while. So that's a thumbs up from Rishabh. That's Devil's Horn from Rishabh. So thank you so much. I hope you guys had fun. Please send us DMs and please send us what next topic you want us to do our quiz on, and we'll try to make this on a regular basis so that you guys join us and we make this more community effort. And thank you so much. We are also, once again, we reached 500 followers yesterday, and that was extremely great and big achievement for all of us. So thank you so much for that, and I think we are gonna be off. One last time, I'm gonna just call out a few names that I see here. Thank you so much, Sachi. Thank you so much, Sachin. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Phenomenal. Thank you, Jenish, for hosting the quiz. Let's have a thumbs up for Jenish. Let's have some claps for Jenish in the comments. Let's have some hearts for Jenish. Thank you, Asta, Sachin, Shreya, Jinal, Anmol, Jindals, Nilima. Okay, Sachin again. Jigu. Yes, hi, Jigu. Hi. Thank you so much. And yes, and this is us signing off from Excuse Me. Thank you so much. We hope to see you somewhere, sometime soon. Keep following our page. Please hit follow and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are putting out more content as we go, and we want your support to do that as much as possible. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. See you and have a great day. And stay home and stay safe.